So, this is a video that I asked a friend of mine to help me with. And while everybody's used to seeing videos of people testing new guitars, playing new guitars, this is slightly different. About a year and a half ago, I commissioned a guitar builder named Gage Halland, Halland, who has a very prestigious background in guitar building. He apprenticed for a very long time under the one and only Michael Greenfield. And when Gage went out on his own, I caught wind of him and realized that he is entirely special. He accepts nothing less than perfection in his work. And while that sounds ridiculous, he actually expects nothing less than perfection. He has incredible theories on what a guitar should do, can do, and is also talented enough to implement the ideas that he has and grow daily. So what I've asked is that my friend Stevie Coyle, instead of just sampling it for me, I've hidden it away since I've gotten it. I've fought his requests to bring it to him. And what I wanted to do was show you Stevie's immediate reaction to how it sounds, how it looks, how it's built, just to let him kind of swim with it.
I'm enormously impressed with the case already.
The case is lovely.
Yes.
It's advertised as a deep red built by Jeff Hoffey. It's a lovely purple to my eye,
Don't you think?
but it's absolutely gorgeous nonetheless. So I'm going to get out of here.
All right.
Stevie's going to come on in,
Yep.
and we'll see what happens.
Hi kids, Stevie Coyle here. Here's the guitar in this beautiful Hoffey case. There's about 1 million latches, which is the way it ought to be. Feels solid, feels great. Hoffey cases are just terrific. Holy smokes, look at this. This is not your grandpa's Martin, kids.
Very, very old Brazilian rosewood.
Good, I was just gonna ask.
Old, cedar.
I'm not flashing in the camera. I want to show the back, but
No,
I
it
don't
looks
want to flash.
wonderful.
Okay, good. Really deep, rich chocolate color. Wow, gorgeous. And I always like looking at this part of the guitar, of any guitar, because that's what you're going to see when you're playing. So that's what you get to look at. That is just fantastic.
The bevel is specific to him. The transition from the top back to the binding in the bevel is very difficult.
Very complex. I've never seen that done.
Mm-hmm. And to my eye, one of the mistakes with most bevels is that it aesthetically, it makes the top not look right because it's not brought back in appropriately. They're more, they're functional, they can be beautiful, but there's something off. It skews it. And Gage has managed to make it look
It's lovely.
yeah, singular.
It's kind of a little black line in a sense, or it's
If you
black
look
white
close, There's blue.
and it's blue, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, I was going to say that's the trick of the light, isn't it? It's not.
This is a lovely choice.
Wow. Pinless bridge, and the top is
Is very, very old cedar.
cedar. Got it. Mahogany neck.
Yep. Goto 510s.
Yep.
Right there.
Gorgeous in every way. Smells fantastic too. I wish this was a scratch and sniff video, because that just smells terrific.
I challenge you to find a gap in a miter.
Oh no, I'm not going to find it on this.
Nope.
Was it worth waiting for, Josh?
It certainly was.
Wow. My first hit is that some people say that cedar doesn't have the high end that spruce has. This has tons of high end. The high end is not attenuated at all. Lots of sparkle. thoroughbred. It's got everything is in there, and you don't have to work to get it out. You actually probably should work to pull back a little bit so that you're not letting the horse have its head the whole time.
It's interesting. It's one of the only guitars, if not the only guitar I've ever played, that I feel like it's leading me. It's
Yeah. I can't believe this is a brand new guitar. Fantastic guitar. Absolutely, whatever you waited for, it was absolutely worth it. It does everything. You're right. It does everything. The highs are sparkly. The lows are deep and rich. There's room to grow. It's a brand new guitar, but it's astonishing.
You know, like I said, I'm used to hearing guitars being good at one thing or two things, or they've got this.
Yeah, good at one or two things, just for the mic. Yeah,
This
I'm repeating.
has all of it, and it can. I told you that it throws you off at first because there's just so much happening. worth noting that, well, Gage's lineage comes from the Greenfield camp.
Yeah.
And he will be forever grateful to Michael Greenfield and the time they spent. This is not a Greenfield.
No.
This is a Halland.
With all those overtones, it's got to take it down into something D-ish. Myself saying, pull back, pull back, pull back. You don't need to drive it. You don't need to drive it. Let it drive you, you know. I'm flabbergasted. My flabber is gasted. My gast is flabbered as well. Well, thank you, Josh. Thanks for the hit. Utterly fantastic. Gage Halland. Has it got a model number, a name for the
This is
specific?
the OM-H.
OM-H.
The H being for Halland, his version of an OM.
Right.
A little bigger.
A little bigger.
It's closer to 15 and across, 15 and a quarter across, as opposed to the Martin 15.
Right.
There's a dreadnought, which I can't imagine what that's going to sound like.
Golly.
And then there is a currently theoretical 00 that should also just be remarkable.
But for an overall kind of guitar, it's hard to beat an OM or a triple O.
Yeah.
Size-wise, configuration-wise for most people, comfort-wise, and certainly with the bevel, which this is a flabbergasting guitar. I've never played one of Gage's guitars before, but this one gets absolutely top marks in every respect. Especially in the smell department. Yeah, go ahead, punch the button.